You are listening to the Tolerable Nausea podcast. I am Russ.
I'm Toby.
I'm Woody.
This is Eric.
Why did you go last?
Would you want me to go first?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I didn't want you to go first. This is episode... Toby, what episode is this?
32.
Episode 32. I knew that. I was just testing you. We do not have a topic this week again, right?
We've had a topic like 7 times out of 31.
I guess what I'll start doing is instead of saying, hey, we don't have a topic again, I'll just like shut the fuck up. And if we have something, I was like, this is what we're going to talk about, rather than make us look bad every time we come into the podcast.
We're fucking lazy and stupid.
I have stuff to talk about, but no focus.
It's more of an announcement when we have a topic.
Right. Yeah, because when we started, it used to be like, oh, we have a topic every week, but anymore it's just like, oh, what do you got to talk about?
We don't know. We don't know about a whole lot of shit, so we ran out of shit to talk about.
All right. Well, I have some interesting things that I saw on the internet, and I also have a few personal items to discuss.
Where do you guys want to start?
Let's start with the personal.
Okay.
Since I brought us in, I'll go ahead and go off. Clocks that chime. Do you guys own clocks that chime?
I have a watch.
You do?
I have a watch in my
you know what I mean by
cave.
chimes, like
It
on
goes
the
off at
hour
like
at
11.
fucking cuckoo clocks or fucking grandfather clocks or any kind of an irritating clock that just reminds you how slowly the fucking day is passing by. You just want to punch it. When you start hearing it, like it does a little thing, it's getting ready to be like, oh, it's gotta be like noon by now, and it's like rings 9 times. What the fuck? 9 o'clock? I woke up like 17 hours ago. How is it only 9 o'clock in the morning?
I got a watch I got from my dad that's kind of fancy. I have no idea to turn the alarm off on it. So like every night at like 12:30, it'll just beep for 5 seconds, and I'll be like, I should fix that. But then my mind wanders.
We got a clock at home that plays Christmas music all year long, every hour.
Like constantly? I was like, Jesus, it never shuts off. I take a hammer to that motherfucker.
Oh, $20, I can make that disappear.
Every hour, a Christmas song plays.
Oh, I'd hide that. I'd get rid of it personally, but I'd like muffle it. I'd bury it in the basement under a bunch of junk, and then maybe if I'm having a decent year, I might bring it out at Christmas time. But no,
Or you could just pull the batteries out.
we just
Do you need me to steal
that's
that
just
clock?
way too intelligent.
I would love if you'd steal that clock.
Is your mom ever gone at a certain time? I'll just roll up in there.
No, she's there all the
They
time.
didn't take anything but the clock. I'll steal some other shit to make it look like a
Wait till
robbery.
Christmas time and come steal all the damn musical instrument things that play.
I don't think I have enough fucking arms for that. If I could tell them about your front yard, I don't think I could pull that off.
Bring 3 shopping carts.
I'll need
You'll be fine.
a moving truck.
But does that bother anybody but me?
The only time it bothered me was when we were living in the Landmark apartments.
Yeah, because I work right across the street from there. That's kind of what made me bring it, because there's a church there on Main Street that's got it every fucking
day.
hour. I can hear that shit, and it just makes the day drag on so long. If there's nobody reminding me what time of day it is, those are the best days, because it just flies by. But whenever there's an hourly reminder, it's just like I don't have to even watch the clock. It's like, oh, you're not watching me, huh? Ding dong, ding dong. Not time to go home yet, asshole.
What drives me crazy is like at night, I actually had to move clocks out of the room. Like it's dead silent, and all you can hear is the tick, tick, tick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shit just drives me nuts.
I have to sleep with a fan on no matter what. I live like in an old ass house, and it just creaks all the time. I'm just like, who's here?
Yeah, that would only bother me in a very, very quiet house. But like when you live, and we don't live in like a metropolitan area or anything. I mean, it's a fucking podunk small town, but there's still town noises.
Yeah, I live down by Main Street and the railroad. I hear all that, but
So like a clock like that wouldn't bother me here in town, but in certain places I've lived, out more in the country or whatever. Yeah, if that's all you can hear, that's
I'm
gonna
like
be
Toby.
irritating.
I need that background white noise to sleep. I need something humming in the background.
yeah, or somebody just locked in your closet with tape over their mouth.
The muffles.
A Hummer usually helps me sleep too.
I'm sure it would if I ever received a Hummer.
Aww.
You can't afford a big car like that, and they'd like discontinued them.
I just about shed a tear till you made a joke about it. I'm like, you're full of it, Toby. Well, that's my first irritating thought.
Your hatred of clocks.
Clocks that chime, on the hour every
Fair enough.
hour.
Fair enough.
I just had to make one of those for a gal. She wanted a clock made, and I had to make it. But she wanted the chimes put in from a different clock, so I had to do that. That awful.
Yeah. One of the things I seen on the internet. Let's see what you guys think about this. I'm an idiot and didn't print anything out, and I don't know. I just I don't bother taking the time to do it the right way and cite sources and whatever. But I had read somewhere on some website that there was a company that just did the first test of their drone-mounted stun gun. There's a video on the internet. Have you guys seen it?
How's that work?
You know drones, right?
Yeah.
It looks like the one on the video looked like a fucking wasp or something. I don't know. It didn't seem like it used propellers. It seemed like it flapped wings. It was fucking creepy. But anyway, it kind of hovers or whatever. And they had an intern volunteered for it. And anyway, this drone was hovering, 15, 20 feet away from him. Stunned his ass. What do you think about that?
Like with a bolt of lightning
No, with a taser.
Regular taser.
Yeah.
from 15 feet away. Oh,
well,
okay.
I don't know how far I was. I was
okay.
just estimating. I don't
Okay,
know. Maybe it was
I'm
only
thinking
10.
I'm thinking stun gun for some reason, but yeah, a taser just shot out the barbs and got him.
Yeah.
That's badass.
That's not badass.
That's badass.
No, that's not badass.
Where can I get one?
Crowd control.
Well, but that doesn't, because like when I read this, of course that was like the general reaction. Oh, how cool, how cool. Yeah, that's fucking cool until the government starts using that shit. I don't know. And this is not conspiracy theorist, but like the Jetsons, the idea of, we talked about Amazon, and they're going to use drones to deliver shit. This is essentially to me like the first step in weaponizing it. That's a slippery slope.
They've already been weaponized. At least this is non-lethal.
Yeah, the military's using them right now to blow up bunkers.
Now,
they're using the drone planes, right?
Well, yeah.
Just so you're clear what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like the drone, the aircraft, the surveillance and things like that. I'm talking about like a little fucking thing, like I could hold it in my hand.
It's got eight propellers wrapped around it.
I'm not sure if it had 8 propellers or what it was, but
I'm looking at a picture of it.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, we just need to wrap our heads around this right now. That we've gone into an age now where science is just going to destroy everything for everybody.
Schwarzenegger is going to show up soon.
What?
Looking for somebody.
Terminator.
The machines. The machines.
I don't know, and it's just unsettling
Are
to
you
me.
talking about that deal right there?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it looked like. Yeah.
Well, for one, if you're in a situation that causes for you to get tased, you're going to see that fucker coming.
But what I'm saying is, what if you're not?
Oh, you're talking about like military state?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. but
Randomly shooting people?
if that happens, I think the least of our worries is getting tased.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Science is fucking scary, and it's a perfect segue into what I want to talk about. Okay, science is making food a hell of a lot more scary. Scientists make cheese using bacteria from human bodies.
Well, cheese. The
Cheese
process
is
of
made
making
by
cheese.
bacteria, but human bodies?
Human bodies.
Like literally dick cheese?
Like they
from under cheese.
down under. No, they swabbed like armpits, belly buttons, feet, all this stuff, and they
All
grew,
all the tasty parts.
yeah, and then they grew cheese from it.
Toe cheese?
Well, okay, I'm throwing back like to one of the first podcasts we did with the fucking vanilla extract from a beaver's asshole, and everybody was just like, "Oh, it's no big deal. I'd still eat it. So how does this bother you?"
It's just weird. I mean, I know cheese is basically bacteria anyway.
So okay, let's say that they could use what if it tastes awesome? Because the rationale that was used, because I was just like, I don't know if I could do it, and everybody looked at me like I was from fucking Jupiter when I wouldn't eat a cupcake that was made with secretions from a beaver's ass.
See,
but
that's-
yet you're cringing at the idea of it being a human ass.
Well, see, that's the difference. When they
Yeah.
make,
At least we wipe ours.
when they make cheese, they use a specific type of virus for certain different
Right.
flavors. This cheese, when they make it, and a couple of people ate it, and they say it tastes like cheese.
Did they let them know that what it was made of first?
Oh man,
or
it's
they
the
were like,
scientists that ate it.
That's
Are
from,
they-
that's
their
from
own body.
Are they
bodies.
taking applications for the the sources? Because I'm like I could be a bacteria farm. I'm a dirty motherfucker.
No, you can actually buy kits now online, so you can grow your own bacteria cheese. But what really got to me was, how cheese has a certain type of smell.
Yeah.
When you take the bacteria from your own body, it's your BO smell.
Right.
That's what that cheese smells like.
I couldn't eat it even if it tasted good because I couldn't get past the smell of my own BO. I mean,
That's just it. It's a little weird, but as 32 scientists went and they swabbed different parts of their body and they made cheese, and a couple of them ate it and they're like, no, not bad.
this is another one of those stories where there's like people with big brains that just like have no focus, nothing to do. It's like, what are we gonna do today, guys? I don't know. I haven't showered in a couple weeks. You
I
want to make
pissed my
some
wife
cheese?
off the other day, and she called me Dick Cheese. Let's do that.
I mean, seriously, do they think there's a market for this?
See, I'm getting to that, but I want to hit one more story before we hit that. Healthy eating nowadays, everyone wants to eat the grass-fed animal, the free-range chickens,
Right.
Organic or whatever.
yeah, completely organic, no GMO, genetically modified organisms, nothing like that. Probiotics,
Right.
is a real big thing now. All the little bacteria and stuff that's in
Right.
your stomach, it helps you digest, make you healthier all around. There's a company now making sausages with probiotics, seeding the sausages, and then they grow it in the lab or whatnot from there.
Are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
I don't
where I'm
think
going.
sausages are plants. I don't think you plant to seed and grow sausages, Eric.
No, I mean in a lab, whatnot. You know what I mean? Keep saying
They're growing
whatnot.
the bacteria.
Yeah, into the sausages and whatnot. I get what you're saying there.
I don't get it.
Beef injections?
Hot beef
Injections.
I
It's
I
all
was
scientific.
just trying to make a joke about injecting my sausage, but fuck it. Let's just
But,
move on.
The healthiest probiotics, where do you get them?
Yogurt, I
From
don't
poop?
know.
Yep.
Baby poop.
Baby poop.
Baby poop.
They're
So-
making baby poop sausage.
Right on.
I saw that article. I was like, oh my God.
You want to see dangling baby poop sausages?
No, I already saw them.
But they're making these just based entirely genetically off
Changed the
of
poopy diaper right before
baby
I came
poo.
here.
There's a lot of animals in it. I mean, the idea of eating shit doesn't appeal to me. Don't get me wrong, but animals do it and they don't die.
They have an
You know,
entirely
I mean,
different
just
system.
because we as human beings call ourselves civilized and don't engage in certain activities doesn't mean it's necessarily unhealthy. It's just fucking disgusting.
No, this is but yeah, it's completely
I'm
safe.
sure it's probably healthy to eat like an herbivore, some sort of an animal that eats plants, if you could get past the gag reflex. I don't know.
Well, it's a cow.
Yeah.
You never eaten cow shit?
No, not on purpose.
I've seen one of my friends eat cow shit.
Okay, there's a story here.
You never rode your motorcycle through a pasture.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But no, these are completely safe to eat, and they're actually good for you.
As long as they don't taste like shit. At this point, with my own consumption, being a smoker, I can't really complain about anything they put in food, to be honest. I mean, really, I was at work the other day, and we were having one of these health food conversations with somebody, and this, I say the other day, but it was a while back, and just at one moment in the conversation, the absurdity of the whole situation just kind of struck me, and I just kind of laughed, and like, what's so funny? Because we're talking about all the additives in food, and how it's doing this to your body and that, as we're puffing away. And it's just like, what the fuck does it matter when I'm putting kerosene and fucking various other things?
Cyanide, tar.
Yeah. It's like, how can I really sit there and bitch about a little bit of fucking steroids in the meat, It's just like, I know, I felt stupid because I was agreeing with a lot of it. I was like, oh, yeah, it's crazy what they put in food,
And then you realize what's in your hand.
Yeah, as the whole time I'm just pulling up drags, as we're having this conversation. But that was one of my other things that I was going to see. Notice that little segue too there, and we were pointed out every time we segue because we're so fucking good at it.
Well, before you go on,
Oh, you got more on that?
well,
No,
okay.
I already segued. God damn it, we're not talking about that. We're talking about smoking now.
okay, I can come back.
I am host of this episode. When you fucking beat me in paper, rock, scissors, and you make me bring it in, that makes me host. That means I control the conversation, Eric. You talk about what I want to talk about, God damn it.
Podcast Nazi.
Exactly.
No talk for you.
No poop for you.
Go ahead and finish it.
Oh, no.
Because I don't want to come back to it later, God damn it.
Because you were talking about marketing it.
Right.
There are a couple.
Oh, yeah, I did bring that
There
up.
are-
Okay. I'll let you go back because I brought it up.
There are a couple companies who wanted to get famous people to donate their
To eat shit on television in order to market their product?
No, to donate their baby's poop.
either their poo or their bacteria to a cheese or a sausage, and then they
That
can
gives
market
whole
it that way.
definition to the term I'd eat a mile of her shit just to see where it came.
Tell me,
Is it sad that I'm going through actresses in my head right now that I might be willing to eat shit sausage that came from
I've
them?
already thought of it. Tell me I won't eat a Scarlett Johansson
Yeah, I
sausage.
fucking would. I wouldn't even. It wouldn't even. Oh, I'm not gonna say
They're like,
that.
you got-
I wouldn't even say-
They're
right from the source.
You got 3 kinds of hepatitis. Worth it. Totally worth it. You didn't even get to see her, so I don't care.
She's inside of me.
It would no. That's the only way I would be able to do it because I'm not going to go into a room and these dudes in coats and be like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, it's Scarlett Johansson shit." No, they just went back there and like shit in their hands in the other room and brought it in and gave it to me. And they're going to laugh about it later. I got to eat it right from the source, so that way I know that it's her shit because otherwise I might get duped.
I like to see the marketing label just Scarlett on a toilet, smiling.
God, what is wrong with me?
Why do we talk about pooch so much lately? Woody shows up and then, let's talk about shit all day.
Because very scat friendly. Okay, moving away from poo.
All right.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad
Like
we-
I was saying, smoking is bad, and we're gonna quit. That's at least we're in the planning stage of
Who's we? I don't
of
give a-
stopping
I'm not a
smoking.
part
Me and
of
Eric.
this.
Me and Eric are gonna get healthy.
I can go days without
and
smoking.
we're gonna get fucking ripped, and we're gonna become tolerable nausea underwear models. We're gonna market tolerable nausea underwear, and we're gonna post pictures of ourselves nude. Well, not nude, but in our underwear.
Toby's face.
Eric's
on
like,
the
wait a
underwear
minute, I
crotch.
didn't agree to any of this. No, I was thinking about suicide.
Constantly.
Yeah, because
Me
I
too.
do sometimes. Not committing it, just thinking about it. You know, I wasn't thinking about doing it. Don't misinterpret. I was just thinking about the idea of suicide. And if you're worried about them committing suicide, if I physically stop them and hurt them in the process, would I get charged with a crime? Would it be assault?
You can. They have had people do that.
So, like, if I see somebody is gonna, because you see videos on the internet sometimes of somebody on a ledge, and they're like, "Oh, a hero saved them." Like, they didn't save them; they wanted to die. They just fucked up their whole plan, is what they did, And so, like, they're regarded as a hero. So, I was joking around, and I can't do it until I quit smoking. But I'm just gonna walk around and just like fucking tackle people when they're smoking. Like, I just saved you, thank God, because it is committing.
Turns out you get up on a hot chick and rub her the wrong way and be like, I need a cigarette now. God damn.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? Because at first I thought, well, smoking a cigarette, could that be classified, or like continuously, not just one, but like if you are a smoker, unless you're retarded, it's killing you. And you know that if something else doesn't kill me first, if I don't ever quit smoking and I don't get hit by a bus or I don't get some other kind of disease that's not related to the smoking, it will kill me. It will be the reason I die if I don't quit and don't die from something else first.
Well, two things on that. What's perfectly healthy for one person will kill one person, will kill another. So, one person who jogs 7 miles a day or whatnot, never touched alcohol or drugs in their life, they'll be the ones that die of lung cancer.
Google, we got a Googler. Googler, if you smoke, it's just like smoking stats. Just like Google smoking stats and see if you can if you can actually give me some sort of a fucking
And while he's
logical
doing that,
point here.
the other idea that came up in my mind was somebody lighting up on the corner and then
Lighting up a cigarette.
yeah, and then just hearing from a block down, no! Russ goes running down.
In a fucking suit. I'm gonna get a superhero suit. Vigilante. No, because I was wondering, because at first I was looking at it like, why don't we consider that committing suicide? Because I'm engaging in an activity, but my rationale is that
Because
smoking-
somebody's making
is that-
billions of dollars
No,
off of people
well-
smoking. Nobody's making billions of dollars off of rope.
Well, but it's not even that, though. It's not even that. It's the fact that while I know that it is killing me and I know that it will kill me if I don't stop, I'm not doing it because of that. That's not the effect that I'm trying to achieve is death. When I smoke cigarettes, I'm not like, oh, yes, this is going to kill me. So it's not suicide because that's not the reason I'm doing it. With other suicides, whether you're using a gun or hanging yourself or however you choose to do it, the reason you're doing it is because you want to die. I'm not smoking because I want to die.
Well,
I know
stress
it.
relief.
Yeah. So I basically answered my own question before I even give you guys a chance to weigh in, because that's what I do. Is that like I determined that it's not suicide for me. Anyway.
And another reason why they don't just straight out say that it's committing suicide, I mean, that's basically banning it. And can you imagine what would happen if you ban cigarettes?
But that's what I'm saying. Why hasn't they need to, is there a concrete definition legally of what constitutes committing suicide?
and in your life, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Or just any insight that you might gain from that, because I'm sitting here saying that if I don't stop, it will kill me. But I assume that's true. I mean, if nothing else kills me first, smoking's gonna kill me,
yeah,
right?
or it might not do anything. To
Right? No, it's gonna do something to you. You can't smoke fucking 2 packs a day.
Maybe
for
the
for the
preservatives-
next 30 years and have it not affect
Maybe the
me.
preservatives inside cigarettes are keeping you alive right now.
Or maybe my lungs are superhuman, and or my immune system creates a coating on the inside that protects me from it. Yeah. No, I can already see some of the side effects. I haven't been smoking for very long, just a couple years now, and I already see with the breathing and shit like that. It's not bad, but I've noticed a change.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes made my dick all small.
Did it really?
No, it was small before, but I'm going to blame it on that. I'm going to sue Marlboro.
That's what they should put.
Look
on
what
the
you
side
did
of
to my
cigarette
dick. And they
packs.
won't have any fucking evidence against it. I'll just be like, I smoke and this is what my dick looks like. They'll be like, oh, God, give him the $1 million. Poor bastard.
Did you find out anything wonderful, Woody?
Well, it says here smoking causes more deaths each year than all of these combined. HIV, illegal drug use, alcohol use, motor vehicle injuries, and firearm-related incidents.
Combined, smoking still beats them all, huh?
Yeah, combined.
And I'm still smoking.
Well, I like to smoke when I commit all those crimes, so it probably
Holy
just
shit.
bottles
Say-
adds up.
It says 480,000 deaths each year are contributed or
Attributed or whatever.
attributed to smoking.
Okay. I'm playing the devil's advocate here. Then I'm assuming they're going by like cancer and stuff, right?
Well, emphysema,
doesn't say
and there's
that.
other.
Okay.
Or
Well,
you lit your bed on fire.
under
That kills some people.
well under the assumption of cancer, but that's not necessarily cigarettes' fault.
Well, it's my fault.
No, I mean, you can get cancer without ever fucking touching a cigarette in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious though. But by the same token, I'd be curious to know if there's anybody who has smoked for 20 plus years that doesn't have cancer.
My grandma and her sister both lived well into their 90s, never had cancer, and smoked at least a pack a day.
From what age on?
I don't know. It's from the time they were
My mom gets
pretty young.
cancer screenings on the regular
I was gonna say that old, probably 13.
because of her parents both
Yeah.
died. And my mom doesn't have cancer yet, and she's smoked since she was a teenager.
But yeah, it's a safe bet. It was probably in their early to late teens when they started smoking, because I mean that was back
Well,
when
so
that was
then,
fine.
and not to be insensitive in case anybody has any relatives die, but like if somebody dies at 90 and they smoked cigarettes from the age of 15 on and did not die from that, we need to study them.
I think it's just like everything else in life. It's luck of
Because
the
there's
draw.
something, there's got to be, no, I refuse to believe luck of the draw. There's something scientific happening. Okay, I'm not going otherworldly. I'm saying there is an explanation, a scientific explanation. There's something about somebody's body that is why that it didn't affect them the way that it fucked some people. I mean, I don't know. All right, anyway, we can move on.
All right. What else you got?
Fuck it, somebody else go this time.
We're looking at you, Toby. Bring us in.
I didn't look up shit.
Why not?
I just spaced.
All right, fine, I'll go.
I had a
again.
bunch of shows on my DVR, and I worked till almost 6 today.
In here we'll segue again, and when we get into better shape, I'm going to actually I joke about it, but I've always wanted to like kind of secretly train in MMA or whatever.
Secretly?
Yeah, like in my living room, you know. You never did that when you were a kid. You get all hyped up watching a Van Damme movie and thought that you were.
Well, yeah. I still do that now. Like, I'm probably fuck some
I want to
shit
do that. I want to do that only at 35 years old and legitimately. I don't want to train to be a fighter with other people who've been training for 5 fucking years, because the last thing I want is for some macho fucking meathead to flip me shit. Me full well knowing that he's a trained fighter and I'm not. You know, of course, I guess a lot of those guys, I don't know. I maybe I'm being a little judgmental. Some of the guys that are, you know, famous enough that I've heard them talk are generally not like that. But all it would take is one guy that is like that, and it would just be like, God damn it, because I hate that fucking deal anyway. Anyway,
Are you watching
the
that game-
first
that Game of
maneuver,
Arms?
the first maneuver that I'm going to perfect is this. This was used in the NAGA tournament. Is that National Association or North American Grappling Association?
I have no idea.
Anyway, it was a tournament. It was like the national tournament. It was wrestling, is what it was. And these two guys were, I don't know. You don't say duking it out in wrestling. What's the term you use?
Grappling.
Fucking.
They were wrestling it out, and the
Foreplay?
one guy, he taps out. Can you guess what made him tap out?
Cock in his butt,
No.
I'm gonna say cock in
Face?
his face.
ear, eye.
Now the face is getting close. You're warmer with the face.
Throat?
The cock choke.
Nope. Nah, I was trying to come up with a funny while you guys were guessing, somehow working flatulence in it, but the dude farted in his face in a wrestling match. And the guy couldn't take it. He tapped out, and reportedly, as he was trying to get away, threw up on the mat.
That must have been a gnarly fight. And now he has pink eye.
Submission by Pink Eye.
The sausage didn't smell good to him. I got farts covered. We got shit, got farts. What else? No, I'm going to work on that move. Somehow get in a position where my ass is by their face and just let it go.
That's horrible. Horrible. Though, at one time we were at work and we have a carpet layer. I won't be naming names here, but basically he's a funny dude. He's an old school hippie, older gentleman, but he's acting like he's having trouble getting this roll of pad out. And he's up on this thing with his butt straight out, and he turns to this other guy and he's like, "Hey, come over here and help me pull this out." And he walks over there to help pull, and the dude just blew ass right in his face.
Did I ever? my stepbrother when we were younger. He was kind of one of those characters, you know, he'd pull pranks and he was generally funny. And he had gone to my stepmom and said that he thinks he had a rash. He's like, all right, well, let me see. We might have to go get you some cream or something. He's like, I don't really want to show you. He's like acting all embarrassed, you know. She's like, I gave birth to you. I've seen everything. Just, you know, it'll be painless. Just show me where it's at. Where is it? He's like, well, it's on my ass. Oh, God, just pull down your pants a little bit and show me where it's at. So he takes his pants and he pulls them down just so his cheeks are showing. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything.
I would never contemplate farting in my own mom's face.
See, we dicking fart jokes, and I was thinking about this the other day, and like this is just reaffirming it. In last episode, I laugh at it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's funny, but we desperately need a full-time female presence on this podcast.
I agree 100%.
Because it just, like, sometimes I laugh, but I'm almost embarrassed at times about what I say and what I do on here. And I just think that it would be better if there was a woman present, because I'm not old school chivalry, but like a certain notion of that, like, oh, you don't say that in front of a lady, that kind of thing.
To rein you in.
Right, but it doesn't rein me in completely, because when Shanoa was on a couple episodes, I still said some nasty shit, but it does tone it down a little bit, you know, like I at least think twice before I say something when there's a female present, you know what I mean?
I do. It's kind of, and then when we talk about stuff, it's always nice to have the counter side.
Well, yeah, especially with me and my fucking sexist opinions. I don't know, I say that, but I've never had anybody call me that. I was just worried that I come across that way. I just don't understand some rationale that women have when saying and doing things, and I wonder at times if there even is any fucking rationale. I think that, like, this whole mystique thing, oh, you know, like, men will say, oh, I just don't get women. I don't get women. Women all act like they're on their little pedestal, you know, like it's some big master fucking plan. I don't think it's anything like that. I think they're just flying by the seat of the pants like us, and we're just so fucking stupid and so hung up on getting that little thing that we want that we let them trick us into thinking that there's something about them that's so fucking mysterious, but there's not. They're just people. They just have more control over their sexual urges than us, and because of that, we'll believe what they say. Is that sexist enough?
No.
I'm just voicing an opinion
No,
here.
I'm with you.
But you guys
Kinda.
are silent. Like, you guys all have... Well, you guys are in relationships.
Yeah.
I'll say whatever the fuck I want
I'm not in a relationship.
No, I've always
and
said,
never be in a relationship again in my life.
I've always agreed with the comment that girls have all the power because they have all the vaginas.
But doesn't it, like, that's another one of those cliche phrases that, oh, they have all the power. Why don't we fucking take that back? Why are we so stupid?
Because it's rape and we'll go to jail?
No. You're missing the... No.
Oh, you want...
My point here...
My dick isn't going to win any
my
arguments at
point
all.
here is that...
My dick is like, gives them power by just have what it is.
I don't want to say the feminist movement, but women are different now than what they were 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's more acceptable for women to talk about sex and this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even slowly, but rapidly coming to the conclusion that it's all horse shit.
Yeah, I know. They're just going to shut the fuck up.
That little
Shut up
mystique.
and make you a sandwich?
No, that little mystique that we want sex, that men want sex more than women, I think is complete bullshit.
Oh, it is. Women want it too. They just, know how to control it better.
Yeah, they're
Exactly.
They're
So
pickier than we are.
if we could just get organized, if all men could get organized and agree that we're no longer going to be fucking, puss hounds, we could take this shit back. We could take that control back. I say,
That's never going to happen.
I also-
why
It's
not?
never-
Why are men so
because
weak?
it's hardwired
I don't want the control
into our
that bad.
DNA.
Bullshit.
I don't want the
Hardwired.
control that bad. I don't want it. I don't want if that's what.
That's because you've never had it.
I would
You've
just-
never.
I don't care.
We
I don't
should
miss
take
it. I can't
all
miss what I
dicks
never
away
had.
from women for
You shut your-
5 years.
Shut up. Shut up.
And you just watch.
Women would not care. They've
yeah.
got the toys.
After 5
And I
years,
will also
after
be-
5 years of no woman on this planet ever getting a dick,
I'll also
they
be
care.
the first guy in the Underground
They
Railroad
care.
of dicks
Trust
for girls
me.
to have.
Sorry, I was talking over you again, Toby.
I said I'll also be the first guy in line for the Underground Railroad for dicks for girls to have.
I'm already signing up for that.
I will be the Judas.
Fucking
I will be
weakling,
the
Toby.
judge.
God damn it.
I don't
I'm
care.
trying to start
I don't
a
care.
revolution here.
I
But
will.
you have
I
to
will
care.
definitely sign up
You've
with
got
you,
to care
Toby.
about something. I
We're gonna
love you to
revolt.
death, Toby.
We're going
but
to
there's
revolt
gotta be
against your revolution
something
straight up.
Oh, so you won't join the revolution because you
No.
don't care, but you'll care enough to like fucking stop the revolution?
Yeah.
I and Toby.
That's fucked up.
I and Toby are going for the whole last man on earth thing.
Yeah.
If you guys are going to just deprive him of it, we're never going to go, see what you could have.
I am trying to bring manhood back here, guys. You do not understand what I'm doing right now.
I don't need
I
manhood.
understand what you're doing. It's just never going to work.
I don't need manhood.
That's why it will never work, is because as a guy you're like, I can't do it. I can't go 3 weeks without sex.
I could go months without sex
Excuse
and
me?
have.
by choice.
I can go
By choice.
sometimes. But no.
Oh, come on, by choice.
What if
Have you ever chosen to not have sex for even 2 weeks if it was available to you?
I've turned her down a few times. Just because I'm.
Do I dare
I'm
ask
just-
why, at risk of getting you in trouble, though?
I'm just lazy and bad at it. But if it's a bunch of girls just looking for it, I don't give a fuck about that.
That's what I'm saying. After 5 years, they'll be fucking crazed.
No, they'll probably figure out a way to fix it, and then we'll all be
No, there'll always be that one greedy
5 years.
motherfucker out there.
5 years.
That greedy motherfucker
Yeah.
that's going to ruin it
But
for
also,
everybody.
like 5 years of dudes
We're all
not
like-
fucking girls.
We're
that's,
all holding strong.
that's just gonna make guys fuck
just
each other.
jerking off. We got forearms the size of Popeye, and Toby's like behind the scenes. He's like, "Oh man, this is tough, guys." He's like banging 3 chicks every weekend.
I like
No,
this. I like
I
where this is going.
I went Toby. You have fun with your revolution.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
over here at the Male Bunny
The
Ranch.
fun of that
Yeah.
the one guy revolution.
Where's the solidarity here?
You'll be out there in Tiananmen Square. We'll be in
You
fucking
guys are
Vegas,
so weak,
high fiving.
so weak.
Yeah, I don't care. You can think what you want of me. I'll be having sex.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say something really mean there.
I'm sorry. I enjoy coming more than I enjoy power.
Yeah, I also enjoy.
But
coming.
don't you
I'll mow it-
realize
I'll mow
that
a yard.
after the
It's-
power is established, the cum's just gonna flow like the fucking river, man?
That was disgusting.
Yeah,
Oh, really? After everything we've said on this fucking show, that's the one comment.
I just had this mental
I just
picture.
crossed a line right there by
Well,
saying a river of cum.
We'll see.
Really?
We'll see. Now we just have environmental issues. that we gotta deal with. Yes. We have rivers.
I'm gonna have
all
you-
that salt is
I'm
gonna
gonna
kill
try
everything.
to fire everybody up. The environmentalists are gonna hate me. Women are gonna hate me. Politicians are gonna hate
They're like,
me.
"We gotta
Fuck
stop
it.
this
I don't
guy."
care.
I just had this picture of Russ in an inner tube floating down a river of cum.
Victory.
Victory is mine!
Fine. And then me and Eric on the banks just banging like, you did a good job. Good job. You won a river of cum.
All I'm trying to do here. I'm serious. You guys do realize that, right?
That's
like
fine.
I am serious.
luck.
Like obviously it's a dumb way to present the idea,
Best of wishes.
but the fact that you would just dismiss it so quickly.
Oh God, I don't.
No,
That is that
I
is
wouldn't
what
even
is
ponder it.
wrong.
Like, I wouldn't even be like,
That is what is
maybe.
wrong right
No.
now.
I don't
get what
care.
you're getting at.
I don't care.
That's
We
all
make
do.
we
We
make
we can take it back.
they make 70% or 70 cents on the dollar that we make. So whatever, I'll take that trade.
So let me understand this. This is what you're saying. I will accept getting paid more money because I'm man in
Well,
order to
I
let
know
them,
it's not right.
In order to let them dictate when I can or cannot get my rocks off.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
I'm fine
only
with
worth
that.
$1 an hour to you?
That's fine. I'm fine with
Or
that.
70 cents an hour to you? That's what that's
Well,
worth.
they can do that anyway.
Well, it's worth way less than that, but that's just what the statistics say. I don't know. They could be making like 3 cents less than us, and I'd be like, I'd totally fuck you to make you feel better.
That's mighty
I
presumptuous.
mean, I don't
of
have
you there,
I don't
Toby.
have 3 cents worth of cock, but I'll give it a try.
Oh, you have
the title. That's the title
you've
for the
got-
podcast.
You've got 100 cents. Where a roll of pennies is 100 cents, right? How many cents is a roll of pennies? 100 there.
Yeah.
You got 100 cents worth of cock at least.
I think they're 50-cent rolls, aren't they?
50 cents. Oh, you got
Oh,
50,
God.
50 cents worth of
Oh,
cock.
that makes me feel less good. Neat.
Oh, now Toby, you're gonna make me feel bad. I was just joking. You're the one commenting about it all the time. I've never seen it. Let's see it.
Hard or soft?
God, Woody is such a virgin here.
You make it
Woody's like, did you just ask him to pull his cock out?
What do you
You
show
make
it to everybody?
You make it hard, Russell,
That's
and then I'll
not
show you.
happening.
But don't dare me, because we'll both be traumatized if I manage to succeed.
Oh, you'll
You'd
be
be
like,
like, "Oh my God, he
"Yay."
just made me hard." I'd be like, "Oh my God, I just made him hard."
Like, no wonder I don't care about this revolution because apparently I want to fuck guys.
All right, moving on. You guys ever lose a bet?
yes.
You ever lose a really, really bad bet, and once you realize you lost it, you're like, "Oh shit, I wish I wouldn't have made that bet."
No.
No.
Yes. I'm probably about 50-50 on the paying up too.
Well, you're no kind of gambler. That's the kind of shit that'll get you shot, my friend.
I know, but not like money bets, like personal dare bets, that kind of stuff.
Well, are you the kind of dickhead who's gonna say, be like if you won, be like, "You can't back out now," full well knowing that there's a 50% chance you would back out?
Oh no, if they back out, and there's never any pressure.
Okay,
for me.
I was going to say, because it's an honor system. Anyway, this fellow lost a bet. You've heard this story before where somebody loses a bet and the loser has to change their name legally. This fellow lost a bet, and I can't remember what. You remember what country it was?
Yeah, it's in Sweden or something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was Sweden
Yeah.
or Netherlands or whatever. But anyway, they're allowed 100 characters, and his name uses 99 of them. His new, well, and granted, this happened a while back, but his official name is Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova. So I guess his last name is Frost Nova. He's got a really fucking long middle name, and his first name. See, I just go by Havoc Frost Nova because that actually sounds like a cool
pretty
superhero
badass,
name, Havoc Frost Nova. But anyway, I this gave me the idea. We need to do a gambling episode, and I don't know. We come up with something. Can't just do something simple like playing cards or whatever.
That's a good
But there
idea.
needs to be something serious on the line like that, like a legal name change or a bare-assed kiss or something. To where the loser just gets completely shamed on this show.
Nice.
Nobody seems all that
No,
eager.
I have horrible luck, so I'm just like, what do I get to do?
You guys are like reacting the same way that you reacted when I brought up torture on the episode.
No, I
too.
just a great idea. We're gonna put all kinds of Dara's just horrible shit inside of a hat, and then we're gonna figure out a game or something. We all go around the room, and somebody fucks up. They're gonna pull something to do out of the hat,
There you go.
and then they do it on the podcast.
We almost need video for that though. But anyway,
I'll get a camera.
That eats up everything that I really had to talk about. So I'm done.
You're tapped.
I'm tapped. Now all I do is react.
What do you got? Anything you want to bring up?
I found this. Michigan woman auto payment hid her death for over 5 years.
Oh, yeah, I
Like
saw that.
her account kept being drawn out.
Yeah, while she was dead in her garage, her auto payment from the bank kept going out to all her bills.
Oh, so
Until
nobody
she
even asked any
How much
questions.
money
because-
did she have in there before it fucking defaulted? Jesus.
I don't know, but finally the bank ran out of money and they foreclosed on the house. And somebody finally went into the garage and
Oh,
found
dear.
her dead in her car.
Does that ever scare you? I mean, not like scare you, like
that I'm gonna die and
And
I'm
die
gonna
and
sit in my
Nobody
fucking-
notices.
Well, not anymore because you guys come over once a week. We got this thing going on, but yeah, if it weren't for this, there's a very good chance of that
Oh, I
happening.
wouldn't notice you.
Well, and maybe not so much now, but like especially back when I was drinking, I was a lot more isolated and shit like that. I
I'd
mean,
agree
some
with that,
people
yeah.
some people wouldn't see me for 2-3 weeks, and it wasn't that big of a deal. And so yeah, back then it wasn't a concern because I didn't give a shit, but it was definite possibility that something like that could happen. Somebody just come over randomly and what's that smell? That's baked Russ.
yeah, because you get that. You see those stories. I mean, not all the time, but quite often you see those like they've been in the tub for the last 3 months or.
Well, that happened in Danbury like a year ago.
Did it?
Yeah, there's some
that's
like
right.
this guy was like an asshole. So like he went on a town one time, and then like the lady at the post office went and checked on him, and he was like, "Oh, you know me, right?" To come find. So she didn't go check on him when his mail piled up, and he'd been dead for like a week. So he was such an asshole, nobody gave a shit about him.
That happened up in Palisade, too. That's been a few years ago. Richard and Kelly, they had to go into the house to get the body
Oh,
out because
God.
they were EMTs at the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to think that somebody would notice. I mean,
Well, I
I
live
think
with
now
I live with
yeah.
the girl, so she would notice.
I am social enough now that I don't think I go but more than just a couple days.
well, that and we hold down jobs.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I think that's unfortunately more of a retiree kind of thing that, and when it happens a lot, is an elderly person that the family's not all that involved, or their spouse has died or whatever, and that's unfortunate. It really is. So yeah, that's a concern when I get older. After I retire, absolutely, I'm gonna have to fucking get involved with something or be obligated to something. Otherwise, yeah, I could fucking sit in my house for probably 3-4 weeks before anybody asked any questions.
I'd find you. I think it's not going to be an every week deal, but I think we should, just a douchebag of the week or a cunt.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a good
A
idea.
cunt
Yeah.
of the week.
I like that.
Dumb crime you could probably find on that.
Yeah.
Variation of dick news, basically.
Yeah, it really, really
Dickhead
is.
news.
Fuck you.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
You remember how heavy all the flooding and stuff that happened in Colorado?
Right. The Big Thompson, is that what it was? The river?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colorado man, Roy Ortiz. I just want to put that name out there because you're a fucking douchebag. May sue rescuers who saved his life for $500,000.
Jesus.
What did they perform CPR and break a rib or some shit?
They didn't rescue him fast enough.
Wow, my God. God.
Okay, the dude was
Okay, but didn't rescue him fast enough. And so if they had rescued him faster, what would not have happened that did happen? I mean, what's his case here?
He was stuck in his car. The car was going underwater, whatever. He was yelling for help. They saw him. He thinks it took him too long for the point of them seeing him to the point that he went and actually got rescued.
Jesus Christ.
And now he's only contemplating at this point to sue the rescuers for $500,000.
I think too long would constitute he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're still alive, buddy.
So yeah, I know. Count your lucky stars, right? I got saved from a fucking drowning.
They got to
vehicle.
worry about themselves first, man. They can't just dive in after you.
The whole thing, because I had brought up the deal when we took that CPR class, that was a legitimate concern because apparently you can be sued.
Yeah, you break ribs and you go in there, you fuck them up in any way. Even if you save their life.
If somebody saved my life and they broke my rib, I'd say, hey, thanks for saving my life.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid the world we live in today. I don't know if this segment's a good idea or not for me. I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good idea, but God, it should put me in a fucking bad mood. We can't do it at the beginning of the podcast because I'm just gonna be like, fuck this shit and fuck the world.
This is an end of the pod type of deal.
Yeah.
But this fucking little cunt hole, he needs fucking just everybody who listens to this just.
The next time it
Go
floods,
after
they
him.
need to just get a helicopter and chuck his ass back in there and be like, all right, there you go.
Good luck.
Sociopathic Russ's opinion right there.
It makes it so hard to be a good person anymore.
It makes it so hard to even like people. You know?
Well, I mean, if you go to make the effort to help somebody and they're going to sue you for some stupid shit that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense, but it happens because people are fucking idiots.
Toby takes that $500,000, buys a pool, and then drowns in it.
He told the Denver Channel the rescuers shouldn't have taken 2 hours to free him. Like he was the only person who was
Yeah.
in trouble.
Women and children first, douchebag.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something funny or
There's
something
nothing funny
lighthearted.
about
There
it,
ain't
man.
nothing
Fuck this
lighthearted.
guy.
Yeah. I don't know what his play is here. Like, part of me thinks I
His
can't be
play
fucking
is to get
serious.
$500,000.
I
is
don't
what
think
his
it.
play
I mean,
is.
his play is to get attention because he hasn't actually done it. You know what I mean? But he's
Yeah.
not going to get good attention, so I don't know what his goal. What's the end game here on this deal?
It's-
Because let's just be honest, $500,000. If he doesn't get laughed out of the courtroom, then this country is broken. I mean, it is. But if anybody, whether it be a jury or whether it be a judge, even fucking considers this for more than just a couple, maybe an hour of deliberation. I mean, like, hear him out, hear the exact telling of the story, to see. But I don't know.
I started yelling again, and I started making noise to let them know, those people, that I'm alive. The fact that they even saw him, took the time to go down and get him, it upsets me. Those people put their own
Like, if
life.
they were on lunch break, sitting there
sitting
eating
on the beach,
sandwiches, and
eating
he's
sandwiches.
like,
He's
the water's rising, and it's up to his chin. He's like, guys, come on, and they're like, we'll be there in a minute.
These are delicious $5 footlongs, motherfucker. Come on.
They're tapping at the wrist. Like,
Then-
I got 5 more minutes.
I might
Come on,
consider
no break.
his
Right,
case,
standing like right next to his car. You just got to open the door. Give me a fucking minute.
but I'm guessing it
Check him on Facebook.
didn't probably go down like that. I don't know.
No, but yeah, it took him too long to come down and rescue his ass. So the fact that he got rescued, just be on him. Apparently, he had something important to do. But any more comments on that one?
No, other than the guy's a douchebag.
It doesn't have to be every week.
On the surface, just from what I heard, sounds like a douchebag.
Yeah, there is not much. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. But
It was pretty wet.
he hasn't put in the paperwork or anything. He's contemplating. But if he goes through with it,
I hope he spends a couple $1,000s on lawyers and loses.
yeah. I kind of wanted to. It doesn't have to be every week, but when you find an article like that, we got to target that guy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the kid down in Texas.
I think Christopher Titus had a podcast for a while. I don't know if he still does, but they did Douchebag of the Week.
Oh, really? So I'm
do.
stealing something?
They were mostly from Florida.
Florida man. Yeah, but that's what I got there for that.
I found a fucking Florida man. I forgot I retweeted it earlier this week. Unzipped pants. Mouthland North Palm Beach man in jail. Not keeping his pants or mouth zipped up landed a North Palm Beach man in jail Saturday, according to a probable cause affidavit. Bradley Stearns, 18, was making out with a woman and was exposing himself during the rib roundup at the Cruzon Amphitheater when he was approached by a Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy. The affidavit states, when Stearns was asked to identify himself, he stated his name was Brad Patton. When Stearns was again asked for his name, he told the deputy, "Find it out for yourself." Numerous times he was above the law. Stearns Strantz told deputies numerous times that he was above the law and that police officers were the scum of the earth.
Because that's what they like to hear.
Strantz also railed against the deputies because they interrupted him before he had sex.
Cock blockers.
Russell knows all about that.
When deputies sniffed
No,
the
I was in the
contents
act.
of the metal flask, Strantz told them they couldn't even afford it, and then called them names. The Florida Man title says, Florida Man stopped from having sex with women at rib cookout, tells deputies he is above the law.
Instead of above a woman.
I'd rather be under a woman.
Have you guys ever been in that situation where the cops, I mean, like, they're legitimately in the wrong? Have you ever been?
Not with me.
Like I said, when
every time I've been
they
busted,
showed up, they needed to
I
be
was in
there.
the wrong.
I had that experience in Pinkelman, as a matter of fact. Me and my buddy are up there, and we was hanging out with his girlfriend at the time, and we were down on Main Street, and the cops show up and detain us for like 2.5 hours because they think he is somebody else. And at the time, he had lost his license, so he didn't have any proof of identification. So we're stuck there for like 2.5 hours until like 2:30 in the morning.
But see, this is where I want to, because like I said, I've never had a problem with it, but I need to like not study law. I'm going to go to law school, but like try to study law without having to pay for it, like buy books and shit like that and find out what you can and cannot do. Because like in that situation, Woody, unless you agree to it, I don't think they can just detain you like that.
Well,
if you agree, then yeah, they can, but they can't just do that without a warrant for your arrest.
They just throw a suspect onto the title there. The whole legal system is just stacked against you.
Yeah.
They could do anything they want.
I don't know. I don't think they can if you know how to handle it.
They throw a fancy term. I mean, no, but most people don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to learn.
We were like 18 at the time. I mean,
Right.
So, but they literally pulled up behind my car, parked there until they found out he was who he was.
The one thing that you've seen videos on the internet. Sometimes these police roadblocks, like checkpoints or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I don't think that's really legal. I don't think that they can set them up and you're required to stop. But if they, without a cause or without a reason, like ask you to get out of the vehicle, you don't have to get out of the fucking vehicle. You don't have to show them your license. Why the fuck do I have to show you my license? I didn't do anything wrong. You are required to stop at those checkpoints. And then, of course, then that's where Eric said, it's stacked against you is that they can just make up some fucking reason, and they'll probably get away with it, but that doesn't make it right.
No.
And if you know the ins and the outs of the law, you can take them through the fucking ringer if you got a decent lawyer or you are a lawyer,
Yeah.
Are we done with that one?
I think so.
Okay. Dick news.
Dick news.
All right. Does anybody ever plan to go into Iceland anytime soon?
No,
think
that
so.
sounds shitty. I mean, it's probably cool, but
Actually,
just Iceland.
Iceland's nice and warm and green, and Greenland's covered in ice.
There you go. But if you ever go specifically to,
You're not going to be able to pronounce it if it's one of those. Remember that
Fuck these words.
remember that volcano in Greenland? Yeah, you're not going to.
yeah, it's a Reykjavik.
Oh, Reykjavik.
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 That's like a capital.
I just about
You should
said
at
that
least know that.
when you looked at it. I was like, "Are you talking about Reykjavik?"
Jesus, stupid.
I should have saved you. But now I'm glad I didn't because you made me look stupid with DNA last time. So fuck you. I'm just gonna call you Rakeja.
Okay, but Reykjavik, nice pull. Everyone knew that but me.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone's like, Reykjavik.
You're
You
reading
didn't
it.
take geography in high school.
Who
What the
here's been to
fuck?
the most colleges?
It's the capital. It's the capital of Iceland, isn't it?
I have no
I think
idea.
Is it the capital?
Yeah,
I think it's the
it is.
capital, or was at one point anyway.
Everyone rolls their eyes. Reykjavik. All right.
Are you trying to say thumb, Eric? You take your tongue and you put it on the back of your teeth. Thumb.
No, guys, you use your tahum.
Tahumba?
But anyway, in Reykjavik, there is a phallological. Phallological.
Spell it.
Phallolo.
I don't know what's going on right now.
It looks like
Can
a
I buy a
penis.
vowel?
Does it
Phallological.
look like a penis?
La 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 la.
Phallogical, right? Phallogical. Right there. Boom. It's even in orange.
Phallological.
I don't think that's a word.
No, phallogical. Phallol.
Phallological. The way you just spelled it. Phallol. Phallological.
Okay, there you go. Anyway.
Phallological.
All right, so I'm the dummy.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think I think that's just a. Is this a comedy site that you're on?
No, this is straight up. This is straight up Huffington Post. So,
Just Google phallological and see if it's a fucking word, because I don't think that's a word. Phallological would be phallic. You know.
well, that's what it is.
exactly
why
what
the
it
fuck would you add so many syllables onto that word, even if it is a word? Just use
Because
phallic.
it's more scientific.
We're talking
Cockological.
about a dick here. Come on. Phallological.
Anyway,
I
Dick-
am an incredibly phallological person.
Anyway, Dick Museum. The museum opened in 1997 and houses 280 schlongs.
I think
from-
I've seen it before. They have like whale dicks and shit.
from 93 species. It has everything from the Johnsons of field mice to sperm whale. Okay, but it's looking for it wants human penises now.
There's one that has like one human penis. I don't remember. I don't think it's there, but
Bet-
some like old dude. with,
Well,
like,
I'm an organ donor.
a
They can
big
have
old
mine when
dong.
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
No,
They
but-
got my dick too.
But I just got to
they
make sure.
can't-
Just
if-
make
if-
sure you keep it next to the field mice and not the fucking whale.
But like, I'm gonna have to plan my own death, and I'm gonna have to make sure it's hard when I die, and that they keep the blood in there. Otherwise, it's gonna be pretty embarrassing.
See, that's it. Unaroused, it has to be at least 5 inches to be
Oh
considered.
well, then I'm not gonna
For
Yeah,
do
it's not
that.
even going to be
5
a problem
inches
for
flaccid.
5 inches flaccid. It has to be flaccid.
See,
5
this
inches
is the
to-
thing, though,
To be
like-
considered. And you want to
Are
know
you,
what's awesome?
are you feeling left out, Russell? Are you just like, those motherfuckers?
You know what's awesome?
Can't get my
Okay.
dick in anywhere.
me. It came up.
This is a true statement, Toby.
The phallological came up.
The fuck does phallological mean?
It's just came up in like 40 different websites here.
None of them are
Is there a
porn.
Webster, Merriam-Webster definition of phallological? It's probably just going to say, see also phallic. Fuckers. Phallological.
But anyway, there are two men. One man from Iceland named Paul Arson, and one patriotic American, Tom Mitchell. They're vying for the spot in the museum.
Motherfucking Tom Mitchell.
Okay?
Always trying to get his dick in somewhere.
Hey, well, Paul Arson, he's only sporting just barely over 5 inches, so he's barely meeting it. Old Tom Mitchell, 7 inches, and he's tattooing an American flag on it.
Jeez.
Because he wants the spot, and he wants America to be represented in that museum. So wrap your head around that.
That's goddamn awesome. If I had a 7-inch dick, I would
Sounds
totally
like
do
I could
that.
wrap that around my head.
I have the dictionary definition.
I can get like a
All right.
I
What
can
is
get
the
like 2
definition
stars
of
and
phallological?
2 stars and a stripe on my dick. I can get the old flag. 13 colonies.
The study or preservation of the penis for display.
There you go.
Oh my god. Fact that that's in the dictionary.
But I don't know if there's a website or whatever you can go and vote for people. But we want America. We want that tattooed 7-inch hog on display when he dies. So Tom Mitchell, let's give him some love.
That tattooed 7-inch dong
I'll
has
give him
probably been
support.
inside his sister a bunch.
I can't help it, guys. I can't let it go. All this
Yeah.
is doing is supporting my fucking case.
About queso.
The fascination with are there any vagina fucking museums out there? No, there's no vagina museums. You know why? Because it's not that fucking great. The dick is much better, and we need to realize that. Society
there's
loves penises.
I'm sure there's a much more
cock jokes.
much more popular
At night, they
boob.
store them that way.
What's that?
The phallological museum.
They store them in the vagina
They store
museum.
them in-
Nice one, Woody.
I'm sure there's like a boob museum though, like a breastological.
I'll give you that. Breasts probably are the trump
Oh,
card
yeah.
there on that. I hadn't considered
I
that.
bet they went out of their way to make it not hot though. They're just like, here's some fucked up tits. Thanks for your $15.
I still go.
Well, god damn it. I'm horny anyways. Fuck you guys. Take some ecstasy going there. Just be like, hey, Judith B. Wright Wainsworth, who was 93 when she passed away and donated her tits. Those look awesome.
Be right, Wainsworth.
She's got to be fancy. She's like fucking upper middle class, just donating her tits.
Rich tits.
Yeah. So you can't find a vagina museum?
Not yet.
I just like pictured like their display, and they're all just like stuck to the fucking glass.
Or the front door is
Have you guys ever seen
Mother
Alien?
Nature's
Have you
suction
guys-
cup.
Have you guys ever seen Alien where it leashes on, when they have it in the container and it leashes on the side?
Yeah, that's what I pictured. I just pictured just vaginas just stuck to the inside of fucking display case.
Suction cups just.
Just like an old jewelry case.
there is something scary about a vagina, whereas a penis is just funny.
Well, look at
like
the-
it doesn't. It could be a fucking 14-inch long cock, and it's still not scary.
Well, look at the Predator. This all is when he opens up, he's like, "Ah."
Yeah,
Going back to the museum, the vagina museum, they won't stick, so he licks it.
This is a guy.
This is a vagina museum. That's not going to be a good idea.
Oh, that's awesome. We're making a vagina museum, guys.
I think we probably should now.
We're gonna Rochambeau for has to lick them. I'm glad I won. The odds are in my favor.
No, we're re-Rochambeauing, and I'm bringing my fucking A game.
Just remember, Eric always throws rock.
Throws rock 3 times in a row.
Who does that?
Nobody does that. I'm pretty sure it's in the fucking rule book. You cannot throw the same fucking tool 3 times in a row. You have to change it up.
Get government funding and shit.
National American Museum for Vagina.
Something vaginal for society.
We have
Wait a
like a
minute.
fucking sign.
Vagilogical.
You gotta.
We're the NVA, the National Valological Society. Vaginological. That's better. Vaginological.
Rolls
You have-
off the tongue.
You have to figure out how to word it so the anagram is cunt.
They're like,
Cunt's gonna be a hard one.
and like you got all the plaques next to every
Vagina would be easier because you could always just end it with association.
You got a plaque next to every vagina that's supposed to be all scientific, and it's just like some bitch named Stacy.
And then right next to it, you can have Stacy's mom.
Yeah, just bigger.
And, you know,
It's
I had to lick
even-
that one
it's
twice.
just- I come stumbling in there. I fall off the wagon. I get drunk, and I come in there and I mistake it for a buffet and not a museum.
God, these oysters look delicious. Why is the sneeze guard so huge?
I have found the Great Wall of Vagina.
Oh, what?
There's a woman who created an art piece, which is
that's a lot of vaginas.
Is that just hers? Just one vagina?
no, it's
Oh, no, they're
plaster
different.
casts of different vaginas.
Oh, good.
And now, are they all individual and unique? No repeats?
They
Yeah.
look pretty different.
Yeah, they are all-
How do you get that many women to go along with something like that?
Drugs.
Because she's a woman. If a guy,
Yeah, if a
a
guy
guy
would
said,
ask
"Hey,
her-
I want to build a wall of vaginas. Can I cast your pussy for this?" No, it ain't
Yeah,
going
that's
on.
Not happening.
I'd hang that up at my house.
The Great Wall of Vagina.
No, if you had like a 4 foot by 6 foot just wall of vagina cast like that,
I make a floor, just stomping on pussies all day long till I come across that.
We are not feminists.
Till I come across that woman who had a immoral profession. Oh shit! My fucking foot's stuck.
Oh, God.
I can't get it out.
And that's how you get.
Oh,
That's how
stop
you-
now. I'm just gonna stop.
That's how you
I'm
get
done
found
talking.
dead 2 weeks later. You get your foot stuck. You couldn't
my vagina
You
floor.
couldn't coyote ugly at all because you couldn't reach.
This is why we need a woman on this. I wouldn't be saying this shit if there was a woman in this room right now. I'm not proud of myself.
so the Tolerable Nausea Vagina Museum. It's coming, folks.
Yeah, just like the centaur porn.
I found out that writing's hard. Writing's hard, but especially
Writing's hard. Writing's hard, or writing while hard is hard.
Eric just got scared how much he likes centaurs.
Turns out I really want a fucking centaur.
Not even.
Are there female centaurs? Is that
I'm
even
sure
a
there
thing?
are, but that's not what Eric was about.
But in the mythology, I've never seen a picture of a female centaur.
You know what?
Google female centaur.
What is like
that? Your
what is
wallpaper,
Did you
just
vagina
make that
wall's
your
your
wallpaper?
wallpaper? It's your the great wall of the great wallpaper of vagina.
Is it scratch and sniff?
Jesus Christ!
Oh, gross.
Now it is.
Nice.
That's great. Your mom's gonna be like, "Can I use your computer?" No.
Yeah, you might want to clear your history after this.
My parents have no idea how to use a
It's
computer.
just like
Your dad will figure it out, and that's what pops up when he opens it. He'll be like, "Internet, engage."
What was I looking up? Oh, female centaur.
female
Female
centaurs.
centaurs, erotic female.
See, that's what I was going over. That's why I couldn't get into it. It's because I'm a big old horse dick just flopping around fucking these little girls. If it's a dude fucking a female centaur, yeah, now we're onto something here.
Yeah, but this was the erotic fiction. I don't know how many guys are reading books like that. It's always written for a woman.
It's gonna be a pop-up book.
There are tons of pictures.
Of female centaurs?
Oh yeah.
Are they still called centaurs? Or are they centauras or
It
fucking
just
some
says
shit?
female centaur.
Are they titties out?
Yeah.
Oh, horse girl titties. There's only 2 of them. Weird.
Oh snap!
There should be 8 of those titties.
They kept the rest on the bottom.
I'm looking for more of an udder formation. Oh, that's a big old booty.
Oh, hey, that one's black. That's the Clydesdale.
I was trying to come up with a joke in referencing donkeys, something about backing that ass up, but I drew a blank.
More like a My Little Pony centaur.
Hey, the bronies will love that.
Yeah.
We can't joke about My Little Ponies. My daughter watches My Little Ponies, and I don't want to get some fucked up image in my head every time my 3-year-old
There's
wants to watch a
grown-ass men
cartoon.
that watch the new My Little Ponies. They're called bronies, and they are all about it.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. That one came into Comic Book Men
Yeah.
the other night.
I guess I just thought it was kind of a joke.
No, it's a following.
I mean, I've watched some cartoons, but not by choice. It's my daughter likes them, so I watch them.
Yeah. They like
But-
get the toys and everything.
Really.
Oh, that is a good one. I like that one.
That's kind of hot.
The horse is kind of real for me, but
Till I go to do her doggy style, and she mule kicks me in my cock.
I think that's the only option, really.
Doggy style?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
probably.
you're gonna boof a female centaur,
I just get head.
they
That
bite.
would work.
Yeah.
Horse bite.
she might think it's a
Horses
carrot.
do bite.
Yeah, when you feed them, you got to hold your hand like this. Who knows what they would do with your dick?
Okay. Let's start wrapping this up. Amazing facts. Did you got one?
You know, I don't have an amazing
You don't have one?
fact.
Tell me no. What do you got? An amazing fact?
I'm going to have to look right quick.
Okay, well, it's not really an amazing fact. It's just kind of a tag on to what's the disorder that one kid had?
I know there's a lot of kids in the world, man. You're gonna have to be a
the
little
one
more,
who the
little more
the
specific.
dude who was too rich.
Oh, affluenza.
Affluenza. Okay. Well, there's another disorder out there. It's called oppositional defiant disorder.
Yeah, it's called being a confrontational prick.
Yeah, pretty much. They diagnose it's become more and more prevalent as with every other mental disease, ADD, ADHD,
Autism is.
all that kind of stuff. And well, Asperger's.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's more common diagnoses of it because they know it better now than they used to. So same thing with.
Or they're just trying to keep their profession alive.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's an ongoing pattern of anger, guided disobedience, hostility, and defiant behavior towards authority.
Like Bieber in that fucking affidavit.
Why do we have to put a medical term on all of this shit?
Well,
Sometimes it's just called being human. Some humans are assholes. Some humans aren't. It's not a fucking disorder. It just means that the dude had fucking influences that were also assholes when he was growing up, and he chose to be like that because he thought that that's the way you should fucking be.
No, it's a disorder.
It's not a
and he
fucking
should be
disorder.
handled with kids' gloves because he has oppositional defiant disorder. Be sensitive to his needs. I know, right?
I worked with quite a
I don't
few
know. I just
people
have a
with
hard
this
time. I have a hard
affliction.
time with that, you know, because like even with addiction, that's what they drilled into my head down there was that it was a disease and this and that. And like, yes, there are choices involved with it, you know, things that you regret or whatever, but like you don't choose to be an alcoholic or whatever. But I just don't know. I don't know if I buy into all that shit, you know.
Well, when I think of disease, I think of something that is inside of you, like a foreign body that's making you sick or
by the same
whatever.
at the
It's-
same token, like this is such an impossible like issue when you're talking about matters of the mind. Because if I'm going to sit here and rag on this and say, oh, it's not a disorder, it's not this, it's not that. Okay, I guess that's the difference between a disease and a disorder. Because if I'm going to disregard, let's say, if I'm going to disregard this as being legitimate, then am I disregarding PTSD?
Oh, that's a good call there. Huh?
You know, because I've never met anybody with PTSD. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I haven't. But like, Woody, you have been involved with the military. I mean, you ever met anybody who's come back from combat and it's fucked them up a little bit?
I've met a couple people.
You know, so it's a legitimate thing then.
Yeah.
So that's if I'm going to call that legitimate. But yet I look at this differently.
It just looks like a cop out.
This looks like a cop out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, it looks like affluenza is a made up term. It's only been used once ever. Is for that one kid. This also kind of looks like a cop out.
Was this in a case of some sort, or where?
No,
did
it's
this get
reading off of right now is Wikipedia. They diagnose a bunch of kids every year.
So how do they treat it? Drugs? This is your pharmaceuticals. They're paying. You know, they see the cash that can be earned here. If you call it a disorder, then that means that you can give them medication and it can be paid for by, you know, whether it be insurance or Medicaid, Medicare, whatever. It's just another way to make money. The more disorders we have, the more pills we can sell, the more money we can make.
You know what? They have signs and symptoms, causes, diagnosis, management, epidemiology.
Causes. My mom didn't put any fucking birthday candles on my 10th fucking birthday cake. God damn it.
You're reverting back to that birthday where your brother treated you like shit and you in the bedroom crying.
See, that's what I'm saying is I
Didn't turn you into an
have
asshole.
legitimate shit, you know, like, I mean, it's not like I had a rough childhood, but
Yeah.
there was shit that happened, and lots of people deal with that shit. It's called life. Folks, you know, fucking live it. Grow the fuck up. And I'm saying, I'm not throwing PTSD in there because that's a whole different level of trauma.
Yeah.
You know, but
That's
what I'm
actual
saying
trauma.
is like, and I don't know, like kind of like with bullying, you know. And I get that like there are different degrees of it, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, if my parents were dicks, or if you know I had a fucking bully in high school, or you know didn't have any role models. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the point I made with the affluenza thing. I mean, you've heard that argument. Oh, he had a rough childhood because he's in and out of prison and this and that, and it's just like,
Well, I think
if you're gonna accept this, if this is an accepted thing, then nobody is held accountable anymore because you can always wrap your head around some other cause besides they just choosing to be a fuckhead.
Well, I think George Carlin said it best when he was talking about the pussification of America.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, like, and that's another thing too, is like the ADHD and the ADD. I don't even like that idea.
No, because kids are kids.
I'm me.
Yes.
I'm fucking scatterbrained, but I'm not going to take drugs. I'm going to fucking help, you know? Either I'm going to decide that I want to start retraining my brain to focus better, or I'm not. One of the two, you know? That is my explanation to all of this, is it's just another way to sell more pills. All it is.
I'm with you on that one.
The more diseases we can diagnose, the more treatments we can sell.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
And we're programmed to be a society who wants to be sick. We're a society of hypochondriacs. It's ridiculous. I used to drink yellow fucking water when I was a kid, man.
It's a society where we don't want to take responsibility.
Absolutely.
It's-
But the easiest way is to blame it on an illness.
Yeah, I've got whatever the fuck this thing was called.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
I've got a foul mouth and a ridiculous sense of humor. Well, let's come up with a diagnosis for the tolerable nausea here because, you know, I got some fucked up things going on in my head.
Me too.
Okay, so
And
whoever...
the fact that I'd be willing to put this shit on the internet, I've got to have some sort of a problem in my
No,
brain.
that's a great idea. Whoever listens to Tolerable Nausea and actually likes it, there's a disorder
Seek
for you.
help.
Yeah. We have yet to come up with a name for the disorder that we all have. So,
Tolerable nausea.
No.
It's in the fucking
It's
name.
right in the name. We have tolerable nausea.
Tolerable nauseitis.
it's not a disease; it's a disorder. We're thinking a little bit differently.
Yeah, because with a disease, you'd actually need concrete scientific fucking evidence of its existence. With a disorder, you can just say, "Oh, it's there. Trust me, it's there. You can't see it, but it's there."
we're pretty sure it's there.
Fuck.
Take this
It's there.
for $45 a pill. Anyway, what do you got, Woody? Find anything good? No, nothing good.
No, just looking through here, found a deal here. Lisa Sparks, a porn star, had intercourse with 919 men in 24-hour period to set a new world record.
Does it have to be full release intercourse or
It
just?
couldn't have been.
It just, I mean, what's the standard? 3 thrusts, 4 thrusts? I mean, there's a
have
time
no idea.
restriction here.
Intercourse that had to been in and out.
Yeah, because if it was the fact that they had to finish, I would say after about 274, you're going to
Is
have
that
to
your
have
breaking point, Russell?
yeah,
That
270.
number was pretty specific.
That
That is a
200
very
and
specific number.
that 273rd man just wrecked it. And unless every guy from that point on is like, you know, 17 inches around in girth, he ain't gonna feel what's going on. God, shoot me in the brain. I have something wrong with me. I'm serious.
No, it's a good observation.
If I was going to guess, I'd say after 10, she's probably pretty messed up.
Maybe she's really into kegling.
Those are some awesome badge muscles, dude.
This is Kegel boot camp.
It's like some athletes run marathons. This
ladies fight
this
to
is
fuck
her.
900
This
dudes.
is her thing, man. She's a prodigy. This
It's
is her-
probably easier
this
to
is
run
her
26
marathon.
miles and get fucked by 900 dudes.
Some people can play the piano really good. Shit.
That's the key. After the 900th dude is done, they give her the fucking smallest size kegel. Like, see if you can hold this in there.
Gonna be in the Olympics, Winter Olympics, so you can stay warm.
You know what? I want that vagina in our museum.
It's got its own
So
wall.
is this a Guinness record? Is that what she's going for?
I doubt it's Guinness.
I don't think it's Guinness, but it is a world record according to this.
I doubt Guinness showed up for that one.
Why
biggest-
not?
Why
It's
not?
impressive, right? It's a whole hell of a lot more impressive than some of the shit that's in a Guinness Book of World Records. That's going to be my next trend. I'm going to fucking find some dumb ass fucking Guinness World Records and I'm going to blow them up.
I'm glad you finished that.
There was a good pause there.
Russell's like, well, you
There
take
was a-
900 and some odd dicks? I'll take 1,000. Fuck you.
Right with a butthole, baby.
Sometimes you just shouldn't take a dramatic pause.
I didn't mean to. That up was a desperation up after I realized what I did.
You don't poop right for the rest of your life.
No.
If you take 1,000 wieners in your butt.
That depends. Are they all my wiener?
No, because you know there's gonna be some ethnic wieners in there.
After that, it's like throwing a hot dog down a wind tunnel.
Okay. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
right.
Russell, where can they find you?
Tolerable Nausea Facebook page or the website, either one.
Woody, where can they find you?
Just leave a message on the website or on Facebook, I guess.
Toby, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter.
Nope.
TobyM25. I also run the Twitter account for Tolerable Nausea. And I'm on Facebook at Toby Hayden. And on the website, Eric's a Bitch.
I'm a bitch, and you can find this bitch also at the Facebook and the website. And anybody who's listening and subscribing, fucking give us some comments, some stars, whatever you think we're worth. Other than that, we need some last words.
Viva la revolución del pene.
We got to get like a bottle or a beer can or something, and everybody just sits in the middle, and we just spin that motherfucker, and that's who got to bring it in. It's the only fair way to do it.
Well, we can't do it. Okay, everybody in here.
Rochambeau.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, no, let's get everyone in here.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
1, 2, 3, and then on 4, shoot.
On 4, okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh, between.
It's one of us two, right?
No, because they went paper.
And we both had rock.
Paper kills rock.
So it's down to us.
Oh, losers. Okay.
Yeah, we're the losers. Who does 3 rocks in a row? Nobody
guy.
does 3 rocks in a row. It's cheating.
He's probably just like jerking off. And he's like, oh, we're playing a game? Supposed to open my face somehow?
Fuck.
Whoops.
Fine. It's the goddamn Tolerable Nausea podcast. What's up?
Our topic today is fucking pissed.
Topic today is how to play the Rochambeau properly.
I'm uber competitive and very childish.
Look that up in Spanish and have them say that. Oh, Psylocke. Fuck yeah.
Jesus. Like,
That's
Sorry.
way hotter than the one on your shin.
so much for the revolution. God. All it takes is just a female
Look, women
form.
still have all the power,
Yeah.
obviously.
We have just learned.
Even fake women.
Yeah, I was like, she's not even real.